Imagine a silent scene. An environment that feels calm on the surface, yet deep inside, a storm whispers questions with no clear answers. You can feel his presence, a subtle, invisible force pulling you in, but at the same time challenging. You? And suddenly, that question echoes in your soul, asking, why does he insist he doesn't want anything serious, yet still wants to see you? If you've ever asked yourself this, know you're not alone. Many women find themselves trapped in a cycle of hope and disappointment, in signs scattered across the landscape that seem to contradict everything they feel deep down. And the truth is, this is part of an ancient game, a dance beyond words, a hidden rhythm long embedded in the fabric of relationships. Have you noticed how his actions sometimes say one thing, yet his words say another? Like a whisper carried on the wind, appearing conscious yet hiding secrets. You sense a different energy, a vibration that fluctuates between longing and fear. That vibration echoes a connection so profound, though often left unspoken. You've probably seen the pattern. He disappears, then reappears as if nothing ever happened. An absence that wounds, a return that rekindles fragile hope. And then the doubt creeps in. Is this time different? Or is everything still the same, a circle of hope and heartbreak? There is an intelligence behind this movement, an invisible logic that the untrained eye fails to perceive. Your subconscious feels it, even if your mind struggles to articulate it. You might sense that what drives these actions is not simply fear or indifference, but something deeper. An internal battle that's as old as the roots of the universe itself. When he says, I don't want anything serious, I just want to see you. Part of him believes it. That's his conscious mind, one dictated by the fear of losing freedom. But another part, hidden beneath, knows that surface words are just a fragment, a piece of a much larger puzzle. It's an internal conflict, an ancient war between the boy explorer and the man seeking refuge, and you, caught in this web, are left reading subtle signals, trying to decipher this mystery. Perhaps you even blame yourself, wishing things could be different, longing for a different outcome. But inside, your intuition whispers louder than words. It tells you that there's a deeper truth hiding beneath the surface, something waiting to be uncovered. What many women fail to see is that this pattern isn't random. It's not just about him being afraid or aloof. It's a reflection of a primal dynamic, a relationship between forces that have existed long before you and him. Jung called this archetypes, powerful symbols rooted in the collective unconscious, forces still guiding this dance today. And here's the powerful truth. There is a way to shift this entire dynamic, a way to turn this cycle of longing and pain into a space of empowerment and insight. You can, right now, begin to uncover the language of the unseen, the symbols and signals that reveal what he's truly experiencing beneath his words. Have you ever felt that there's a secret hidden in this situation? A truth that's just out of reach, a message that once understood could change everything? It's waiting for you. This secret isn't just in what he says, it's in how he moves, how his energy shifts when he thinks you're not looking. It's in the silent language of his body, the subtle clues that reveal what is hidden. Ancient wisdom, combined with modern science, teaches us that beneath every behavior lies a deeper story, a story you are here to read. The key is learning how to listen beyond the noise, how to interpret the silent whispers of the energy between you, and that's what I invite you to do now. Take a moment. Silent yourself. Think of this word, truth. Say it quietly in your mind or write it down, because this simple act is a portal, a gateway to aligning your conscious mind with the deep wisdom of your soul. It's a declaration to the universe, a promise to yourself that you're ready to see what's real. When you do this, you awaken a powerful force within. You set an intention that echoes into the unspoken realms of energy and symbolism. You declare that you refuse to be a passive participant in this game of shadows. Instead, you become an active seeker of truth, a selector of patterns that have been hidden in plain sight. And from this moment onward, your perception begins to shift. Those signs that once seemed random become clearer. Those actions that caused confusion now reveal their hidden meaning. This journey is about more than just understanding him. It's about uncovering the secrets within yourself, awakening your intuitive power to read the language of the unseen. Get ready, because what's coming next will open your eyes. An insight that can transform everything you thought you knew about love, connection, and energy. This is the beginning of your inner awakening, your descent into the hidden waters of the soul. But for now, remember, the greatest power lies in your willingness to look beyond the surface, to listen to the silent language of energy and symbols, to trust that within you resides the truth you've been searching for all along. In this vast universe of unseen forces, what you don't see is often the most powerful. Beneath the surface of his words and actions lies an internal landscape, a battlefield of dualities that echoes through time. This is the realm where primal energies clash, where ancient fears and desires battle for dominance. And it's in this invisible war that your greatest influence resides. You might have noticed his silence after he says, "I don't want anything." Serious. You sense a tension, a subtle shift in his energy that hints at something far deeper than words. There's a hidden truth in that moment, a ripple in the fabric of his psyche sent out on invisible waves. And if you learn to read these waves, to interpret the signals he's unconsciously sending, you will unlock a power that transforms your entire understanding of love. Modern neuroscience shows us that men's brains are wired for exploration and safety simultaneously. They are driven by two primal forces, the urge to discover the unknown and the need to return to the safety of their tribe, the collective magnetism of connection, kinship, and belonging. These forces aren't contradictory, they are complementary, creating a perpetual push and pull within every man. That internal tension manifests in behaviors, moments of retreat and moments of closeness that appear erratic but are actually deeply rooted in ancient programming. When he says, "I want to see you, but I don't want commitment," he is, in essence, navigating this internal battlefield. He is torn between the explorer, who seeks novelty and freedom, and the protector, who craves belonging and connection. This internal conflict is not simply about him. It reflects a universal truth woven into the very fabric of human existence, a truth your soul is already aware of. When you begin to see beyond his words, beyond his surface actions, you realize that these struggles are mirrors of your own inner battles. The same energies that drive him are present within you, waiting to be understood and integrated. Here's where the ancient wisdom of Jung and the insights of modern science intersect. Within this apparent chaos lies a sacred opportunity, and an invitation for profound transformation. When a man stands at this crossroads, torn between his primal fears and his deepest longing, he is awakening parts of himself that have long been buried in the collective unconscious. Recognize that the archetype of the warrior and the king is active within him, each fighting for dominance. The warrior seeks independence, adventure, and conquest. The king desires stability, purpose, and union. Your role is not to dominate or control these forces, but to stand as a luminous witness, an anchor in the midst of this internal storm. To do this, you must embody what Jung called the divine feminine, a presence that honors masculine energy while maintaining your own sovereignty. This is the power of understanding the symbols and energies at play. You create a sacred space where transformation is inevitable. As you learn to recognize the signs, the subtle shifts in his energy, the glances that speak volumes, the unspoken fears that flicker in his eyes, you align yourself with a force that transcends words. Remember, beneath the surface, his mind is constantly seeking validation, challenge, and recognition. No matter how much he denies it, there's a part of him that longs for the mirror of your confidence, a reflection of his most authentic self. When you choose to see him beyond his contradictions, to recognize the archetypal energies fueling his actions, you step into your true power. This understanding is a rare gift, one that allows you to transcend the cycles of longing and resistance. It's about mastering the art of energetic alchemy, transforming the chaos into coherence, the fear into courage, the separation into union. This is where your profound influence lies, your ability to hold space for his internal journey while remaining rooted in your own truth. So what does this look like in practice? It's a dance, a sacred polarity, where your feminine energy stands firm and receptive, and his masculine energy pushes and pulls. You do not chase or retreat. You hold a calm, unwavering presence. You honor what is, without judgment, and trust that the universe is working in the unseen realms. This is what Jung described as the confrontation with the shadow, acknowledging the unspoken fears and desires lurking in the depths. When you meet these shadows with compassion and clarity, you dissolve their power over you. The shadow within him, the one that fears losing his independence, begins to transform when met with your steady gaze and loving acceptance. This process, this sacred dance, creates a fertile ground for the unconscious to open, for hidden parts of himself to emerge. And in this emergence lies the real magic. The chance for him to reconnect with his deepest self and for you to step into your full power as a woman rooted in wisdom and serenity. The key is to see beyond the surface, to listen to the silent messages, the energetic whispers that reveal his true internal state. When you do this, you'll notice subtle indicators, a slight change in his tone, a shift in his posture, a deepening in his eyes. These are the signs that he's starting to access parts of himself he's hidden even from himself. And when you recognize these signs, you understand that your role is to hold space, nothing more, nothing less. To be present in a way that allows him to explore his internal landscape without fear of judgment or coming apart. Because that's when true transformation begins. A process where both of you can heal and grow through the sacred power of energetic alignment. This approach isn't about manipulating him or controlling the outcome. It's about embodying a force that's both gentle and fierce, a feminine power that inspires him to face his shadows with courage. This is the alchemy that turns chaos into clarity, confusion into understanding, separation into union. Prepare yourself, because everything is happening on an energetic level that goes far beyond your conscious mind. When you hold this space, when you embrace this wisdom, the universe responds. A potent force that draws aligned energies together, creating relationships rooted in authenticity and inner truth. Remember, this is the sacred art of relationship, an ongoing dance of energies, archetypes, and divine mysteries. And when mastered, it becomes a mirror reflecting the divine within you, part of a larger cosmic rhythm that has no beginning and no end. You don't have to chase or demand. Your most powerful role is to be the steady witness to his internal journey. To trust that the universe is orchestrating this process, one step at a time. That's how you turn the paradox of not wanting anything serious, but still wanting to see you, into a gateway for transformation, not just of him, but of yourself. As you stand at the crossroads of understanding, remember this. The true power lies not in controlling his actions or trying to change his mind. Instead, it resides in your ability to embody a presence so centered, so magnetic, that it naturally draws the highest expression of his truth. This is the essence of sacred femininity, an unwavering confidence rooted in self-awareness and inner knowing. When he says, "I don't want anything serious, I just want to see you," he is speaking from a place of primal conflict, an internal war between the desire to connect and the fear of losing independence. Your response, in this moment, can either feed the chaos or plant the seed for transformation. The choice is yours. You might ask yourself, how do I respond in a way that honors both his journey and mine? The answer lies in your ability to hold space, not with neediness or resistance, but with calm clarity and deep compassion. Because the most magnetic woman is one who knows her worth, who understands her power, and who radiates an unshakable sense of inner peace. This is what ancient traditions called Shakti, the divine feminine energy that doesn't chase, demand, or manipulate. Instead, she inspires through her presence, her authenticity, and her unwavering trust in the natural flow of life. This energy awakens in a man his own divine masculine, Shiva, the part of him that seeks wholeness through union, growth, and commitment. And here's the truth, you are not waiting for him to want you. You are living as if you already embody completeness. When you operate from this space, when you confidently uphold your boundaries, express your truth with kindness, and detach from the need for immediate validation, you activate an energy that is irresistibly attractive. This is the secret. Your willingness to be fully yourself, unapologetically, regardless of the outcome. It creates a magnetic field so potent that it draws in the highest version of himself, a man capable of deep commitment without losing his essence, simply because he feels safe to do so. Now, imagine a life where you no longer chase after love, but instead become a radiant beacon of your own truth, where your confidence, your presence, and your inner harmony magnetize the reality you desire. This isn't just about attracting a man. It's about reconnecting with your soul's highest purpose, becoming the fullest expression of yourself. When you embody this energy, you awaken a powerful truth. Love that is rooted in authenticity is unstoppable. It doesn't cling, it doesn't chase. It flows effortlessly, like a gentle river carving its path through stone, persistent, graceful, and utterly unstoppable. Remember, the journey isn't about winning him back or convincing him to see your worth. It's about reclaiming your inner sovereignty, your ability to choose, to prioritize your well-being, and to trust that the universe supports your highest good. When you stop trying to force the pieces into place, you create space, the sacred space where true magic happens. That space, filled with your authentic presence, allows him to access his own deeper truth, his desire for union, growth, and authentic connection, without the masks, without the fears. And often, the most profound shift occurs quietly, when you aren't looking or waiting. When you simply hold yourself in love and confidence, you send an energetic signal that says, "I am enough." That signal reverberates outwards, awakening the parts of him that long for that same sense of wholeness. So what's next? It's about trusting the process, embracing uncertainties, and knowing that you are already whole. You don't need him to complete you. You are already complete. The relationship is simply a reflection of your inner state. When your heart is anchored in self-love, the external world rearranges itself around your truth. This journey is about awakening your divine power, the power to magnetize, not chase, to love, not cling, to stand tall in your worth and watch as the universe responds accordingly. This is the path of the enlightened woman, the one who understands that true love begins within. And here's the most liberating truth. Regardless of his actions, you win. Because your worth is no longer dependent on external validation. You remember who you truly are, a radiant being, a creator of your reality, and a living embodiment of pure feminine power. So, I invite you now, step boldly into your truth. Live from this space of confidence and serenity. You are not here to survive love, you are here to thrive in it. The universe is waiting to meet you where you are, to align with your highest self, and to bring into your life what your heart truly deserves. This is the ultimate victory, not through manipulation or control, but through the awakening of your own divine essence. It's about trusting in the process, surrendering to the flow, and knowing that the greatest love story is already unfolding within you. Remember, love isn't a chase, it's a dance. And the music begins when you step onto the floor, radiant, fearless, and full of yourself.